Hey, it's Turbo Steve from Vinny 10 Racing, and it's Friday, and we already have parts for cars for next week. We're getting busy, and surprisingly, with all the snow and the weather and all that kind of stuff, usually it's slow right now, but everyone wants to get, probably from, the Street Alpha podcast, everyone's calling us up. We're getting a lot of emails from people from out of the country. It's like, unfortunately, nothing I can do for you outside of the country, but the local guys, even at, tri-state area from, I think we've gotten as far as Florida. We got some guys from some state. I don't even know the abbreviation they sent us because I may have been Illinois, but it doesn't really matter. But we got tons of parts. We got stuff from our friends at Motordyne, which I think is going on to a Q60 that was coming in. We're waiting on some AMS intakes he ordered. We got some IAG oil pan. We got a Grimspeed up pipe. We got a Grimspeed header going on. A guy that you may have remembered from our autocross video, Eddie, which he won the street touring, which hopefully we can do some more this year with him, and he can two-peat for the street touring title. So that's a plethora of other stuff that's also going in. We're waiting for some other cars to come out. So let's see what I got going on in here. I mean, other than the fact that the whole week was busy. Got the Sentra, still not talking about it. This is Alex's car. We had been waiting for some software from ECU Tech for the transmission. We got it. We're working with Soho because he got the whole VR swap from Soho. So I'm working with Nick over at Soho. Great guys to work with, and he's going to walk me through it because I've never done the transmission stuff on this. So Nick and I are going to work together. He's going to teach me some, which you can always have room to learn. Just because you know a lot of this other stuff doesn't mean you can't learn something else. So we do have the transmission software. I'm not ready to do it for the public as far as me tuning-wise for the VR transmission stuff, but it's going to be coming in the very near future. Hopefully Nick can speed that process up with me a little bit. So let's go see what we got with Joey. We got my good friend Kyle Fabian. He's here. We did a motor in his car a bunch of years ago. Still rocking it. He got the itch again, and like most people, he had all the emission stuff removed at the time because it was the thing to do. But he wants to. He got tired of not being able to touch his car, so we're putting all the emission stuff back in. He's already got the. He had a Cobb catted downpipe, the previous one with the Gezi cat before they discontinued it. We also put an air pump back in. We're putting the. He already still had the TGVs, but now we're doing a new fuel system. What else are we doing on this, Joey? What else are we doing?
What else we're doing? We're doing a Cobb Flex Fuel Kit.
That's right, Cobb, the next gen Flex Fuel Kit. So he didn't have Flex Fuel before. Now he will have Flex Fuel, which would be a lot of fun.
We're doing a little maintenance, AFR sensor.
Yeah, doing an AFR sensor, spark plugs, I believe, right? You got to do the yearly maintenance on the spark plugs. People are like, oh, they're good for 100,000 miles. Yeah, okay. They're not. You have a turbo car. You want the car to perform tip top and all that kind of stuff. Change your plugs once a year. It's a good idea. I used to change my plugs every race. Vinny changed them. We changed them twice a weekend on a drag car, granted different fuel, but I used to change them once a week when I was racing. Like every week, I'd change them out. I changed the fuel now, so now I'm even down to once a year because I changed the type of fuel I was running. So, but with ethanol and stuff like that, it should help prolong it a little bit, but still once a year to make sure. Where do you get the power from? Spark plug, unless you want those those burble tunes and flame tunes. Be whack like that. Then the flame front happens because you're a so you probably want to bleep that out. So yeah, that's basically about it with this. Otherwise, the car's still together, for many, many years. And we got Jarek, who's, I'm sure you saw the video of the IS300 the other day. He's a lot more put together than it was. We're doing a couple more things, right? We're wiring in some sensors for the Haltech for me to be able to tune. We got the map sensor.
The map sensor,
yep.
And our boost control is now wired
yep.
up.
So we got the boost control solenoid.
GPS is wired up.
We got the Haltech idle air control valve because this manifold we're not using the stock throttle body anymore, and the stock throttle body had a little motor in it that kind of controlled throttle. Well, we don't have that ability anymore. So now Haltech has a really nice. What did you say? It's a Ford style.
No, that's a GM style.
Oh, GM style.
Stepper, yeah.
It's a GM style, so perfect. They give you a nice little bracket and everything for it. It's great. We got this awesome catch can from Radium, which is a vent to atmosphere, but you don't need the huge filter on top like you see in the other ones. This itself is the vent underneath here, so it's huge. Instead of having a little tiny port where then oil coagulates and that kind of stuff, you have this that, is the vent, which is nice.
And they have a separate cover for this
Yes.
too, that you can actually
Yeah.
reroute it if you wanted to.
Yep. Yeah, you
Put
can
any
change it.
fittings in there
Yep.
And reroute it.
Yeah, you can change it to basically go in through the intake. So we're not really that far away with this. This is
That's the
new.
power steering reservoir.
Did you made this bracket and
Yes.
everything? So Jarek
It's like
fabricated this
fully
bracket.
can basically at this point.
Yep. So it used to be over here. Is that where it used to be? Is like somewhere over here?
No, actually, on these, they were built into the power steering pump.
Oh.
The reservoir was pressed into the power steering pump.
Oh,
we
so I
have
see
a
that.
relocation kit
From Powerhouse Racing.
Yes.
So Powerhouse Racing, was,
Yes.
good guys.
and
Vinny has known them for
can.
years. So so it's over here. So I guess it was supposed to be mounted over here, but now it's over here. So obviously that reservoir was never going to fit with this manifold.
Definitely
But
not.
everything's looking.
We got the coolant reservoir in two
Yep.
over there.
Mm-hmm. Which you had to change this bracket too on this, right? Then you have
Yeah,
to
I made
move it.
I made a bracket for that.
So, yep. So new bracket for this. It's not much fits in IS300, as you can tell. It's not the same engine bay as a Supra.
We're gonna make the dipstick tubes too.
Oh, good. New dipstick too, because this is an automatic car,
Right.
which I believe that the transmission was built actually by our friend Pat over at Level 10 in Jersey. Most of the VQ guys will know who that is because he does a lot of those transmissions. But yeah, this thing should be able to take I think it's a 600 horsepower transmission, so hopefully we get close to that. But we got Haltech map sensor, which is their TI map sensor. Radium fuel rail, radium direct mounted regulator with their gauge. Of course, Garrett turbo, because we want reliability. We don't want the turbine or the impeller flying off like the turbo company that begins with a P. So, yeah.
Finished the oil cooler too.
The oil cooler.
Set-trap oil cooler.
Custom made Setrab oil cooler.
Yep.
So, yeah.
There's a rack for that. Finally, we can finish that.
So it looks like it's,
All the piping's permanently in now. You can see how we got that routed.
Yep.
It's tight.
so hopefully hopefully I can be on this next week and get this thing fired up, and I'll have something for you then, as long as I don't have a ton of other stuff that I'm backlogged on. So, all right, well, that's it, and don't forget to stay tuned.